Hello everybody, NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. I'm not. Just Dom, the darling old man. Here lately I've been on the phone and on Messenger and a couple places chatting with some folks. And let's take you back a long time ago. Almost 4 years ago to be exact, November of 2020. I started POTA, Parts on the Air. Since then, I've had a few years of experiencing things, and I wanted to share it with you. You're brand new to hunting, or you're brand new to activating. And some of you aren't brand new at all, but you don't do a lot of hunting or you don't do a lot of activating. So what I'm getting ready to share covers both sides of the fence here. Because really, as an activator, and I do activate a few parts, we appreciate you as a hunter. We need you while we're out in the field. You hunting us is valuable. But as an activator, I have a favor to ask you to think about. I didn't say do it. I have no authority to ask anybody to do it. But I ask you to think about it. If you can help me, whether you're a DX station, no comprendes, por favor, poquito español, and my Italian is not good either. My French is not good either. But the common language that we all use most of the time is English, or in CW, Morse code. But what can you hunters do for us? I've been blessed with a lot of followers, and when my pile-ups get going, I don't have time to go back and spot, but you do. You're an asset to not just me, to any and every activator that's out there. You help us work together. If you would take the time to spot us on the page. Let's give you a little secret about the spotting page. When you see us spotted, what I want you to do, if you haven't tried it, I want you to go down to the bottom of my spot or anybody's spot. You pick one. And you see a little green circle at the bottom and you put your mouse over it or your cursor over it on the computer. It says history. Any of us activators, when we spot on the spotting page, or somebody else follows behind us and spots on the spotting page, the history is tracked. It's kept up with for 30 minutes. 30 minutes from the time a QRT is placed or no activity is there for 30 minutes, and then it'll fall off. But what I want you to do is learn what that little green circle is and experiment with it and put your cursor on it and open it up and see all the times where that activator may have been on several different bands, may have put in several different operators' call signs, may have put in additional park numbers that are right there. And that's where you guys and gals who are working us out there, because and not all activators are fortunate and blessed like I am, or PZN, or Miss Carrie, and I can keep going the list of the activators that just stay busy. But if we didn't have to depend on trying to respot ourselves, we'd be busier, really. You hunters are valuable. Please, if you think you're new and you don't know how to spot somebody, just go to the bottom of the spotting page. You see the little plus sign. Click on it, and it's going to come up with your call sign and your call sign. Well, if you're going to be spotting somebody for somebody because they don't have internet, you're actually able to go up there and put their call sign in, put the frequency in, put their park number in that they give you, and you can spot for them. And put in the comments section, no cell service. Little things like that are important. If they're in 2 or 3 parks, put the park numbers there so that people who have experienced a little bit know that they can look there if there's a belief that it's 2 or 3 parks or 2 or 3 operators and so forth. But help each other out. Many of us do many different twofers and threefers and so forth. One of the reasons that I'm going to toot my horn, and it's not everybody's like me, but I try to work the same sequence of parks that I have so that I can help people achieve their repeat offender for working that park 20 times, or get a eagle. That means working that park 100 times, and there's more rewards. But bottom line, you hunters, please, please, no matter how new you are, you're an asset to each one of us activators. If you work us, can you take 30 seconds or 20 seconds, hit the respot button, put in your comment 5-7 November Charlie or Tennessee or whatever country. Now let's speak out loud. DX stations, if any of you DX stations are out there, we try very hard, even after contacting a park to park, to put my call sign in and put my parks in there, because the probability of QRM or QSB is going to be there. So I'm always going to try to make sure that you have the correct information. And likewise, when DX stations, if they would understand how important they are to spot us back if they can. I'm fortunate to work with Stevie and Carl and I'm drawing a blank, Nicole, and a few other DX stations that run their parks, and George, where we're able to communicate and make sure because we've gotten used to our voices, our styles, and that makes it a lot easier to know how to get the park numbers and to listen for certain things. A DX station may have a different dialect that you're not used to when you're hunting. Whether you're hunting as an activator or you're hunting as a hunter to a DX station. If we get caught up in a big pile up and rush, it shows. We get excited and we don't realize how fast we're spitting out call signs and things. So bear with us. That's my little tidbit about helping each other. If you're new to Parks on the Air, we welcome you. Okay, we welcome you. For me, myself, and I'll share this. I write stuff down on paper. I'm not waiting for a computer to catch up or the battery to die or the glare on the picture frame and so forth. I'm going to write down what I hear and I'm going to ask and double check. That's how I do it. That's why I take lists, and that's me. The next operator won't do that. The next operator's operating on a device, and they'll come back with their name, and or when they come back with the name and it's not your name, then they don't have your call right. That's one of the other advantages of doing it with the device, but I'm not worried about that. I'm going to work it the best of my abilities, old-fashioned way. But I just wanted to reach out and tell you, all you new folks, seriously, you're an asset to having fun for the activators who go out and get stuck in the ditch, get stuck in the snowbank, get bit by bugs that got tail numbers on the sides, break antennas, snag a tree branch, and away another part of the whip goes. It's still up in the tree, but the rest of the antenna's down. All these little things. Oh, we don't have a lot of porta potties out there all the time either. But this is what we desire to do, is go out and have fun. And that's what Parks on the Air has contributed to the amateur radio field. It's given many of us an opportunity to go have fun. I want you to go out and have fun. If you're thinking about being an activator, remember some of the videos I have. Feel free to watch them. The shortcuts are, you don't have to spot, just go into a POTA park, make sure it's a POTA park and all your equipment is there, not being remote, but all your equipment is there, not behind in front of the lock gate. You got to get within the confines of the park. Okay, if the park is closed, you're not supposed to be in there. Think about it. I'll let you make that decision. The thing is, the code of conduct that we have, this group of people, is so much better than a lot of other folks. And that's why I promote it the way I do. 73s, I hope you learned a little something about the spotting page, and I hope you feel more comfortable helping us activators out, because without you guys and gals, we're just sitting in the woods. NC4XL, North Carolina for extreme lovers. Well, I'm not. Just a darling old man getting a little older. 73s.